Hello and welcome to StudyIQ. I am Prashant Pavani. I hope you all are doing good. Today is 2nd July and I have got a special topic for you. It is about UGC, that is University Grants Commission, and HECI, that is Higher Education Commission of India. With this, dear friends, I have got some other important news as well, and of course we will go through important news of PIB. With this, dear friends, I would like to introduce all of you to our pen drive and tablet courses. They are available for your exams. Right, as you can see on your screen, we have covered UPSC optional courses, SSC and bank, defense, and many other exams. State level exams are covered as well. To find out more about it, check out StudyIQ.com. Just in case if you have any question or queries, you can feel free and give us a call on the numbers that you can see on your screen. We have also launched a test series. Registrations are open now. It is available both in Hindi and English. The first one will come to you on 10th of July. Make the most out of it. To find out more about it on testseries.studyiq.com. If you want to get in touch with me, this is my Facebook page and Twitter handle. Don't forget to share this lecture with other students and make sure you hit the like button if you learn something from today's discussion. Now, pay attention to the name of this special topic. HECI, a new name for UGC, question mark. HECI stands for Higher Education Commission of India. And the question is that we are asking is that, is HECI just a new name of University Grants Commission? Now, why we are discussing this particular topic? One of the most important thing that is going around us at present, and when I say around us, I mean to say around the globe, we are finding that there are radical technological changes that are taking place. At the same time, political changes are also taking place. You know that automation is something that is increasing day by day in our country as well. I'll give you a small example of shoes and sports company called Adidas. I think I have got the wrong spelling here, but that's fine. I'm sure you know that this three-strip icon or symbol that this company is having. Very famous brand, no doubt. Now the thing is, it used to have a big factory in China. This is called business process outsourcing. Now, if you can get a particular job done by someone else at a reasonably cheaper price, if that particular company is a bit better in doing that particular job that you want to do, if that company is expert in that thing, that it's better to give it to that particular company. So this is what we call business process outsourcing. So this company Adidas is basically from Germany, and it used to have a plant in Germany. Then later on, because of cheap labor, raw material and other things, it has shifted or given this BPO work to China. Now in China as well, we have seen there has been a radical change in their way of life as far as economy is concerned. So labor has become a bit expensive in China. Things are getting a bit expensive, and now at the same time they have got a new technology. These German companies, right, they have designed this automated or automatic machines through which they can basically produce a particular pair of shoe. Designing, cutting, leather, everything can be done with the help of machines. So early on, say for example, if they are recruiting, roughly speaking, let's say 1,000 people in China. Now the factory is in fact they have started operations in Germany back again. The work is going back to Germany. Earlier on, they used to require, say for example, 100 people, but now this job can be done by just 10 people, and all this is happening because of automation. So many people are going to lose their jobs, of course, because of this automatic thing, and we cannot stop it as well, right? This is something that we cannot stop. We can mitigate this disruption that will come with it, and we can prepare ourselves to make sure that we make the most out of these changes that we are finding around us. The other thing is, we have also seen this rise of protectionism going on around the world, isn't it? Because of Mr. Trump, and there are other people out there, other political leaders out there, and other countries, they are increasing this height of wall as far as this global trade is concerned. So these are the things that are disrupting global economy, and of course they are disrupting our economy as well. So what can be done about it? The best thing that we can do about it is to make sure that our youngsters are well educated. And when we talk about education, of course, you know it very well now that it's not just about degrees, right? It's more than that. It is more about the skills. And when we say skills, it also includes your soft skills, your social etiquettes, your writing skill, and so many other things. So with degree, you have to go or walk a bit of extra miles. So this is what, when we say education in our country or good education, this is what we mean. So when you enter once you finish your education, when you enter into job market or in a market, you should be strong enough, you should be skilled enough and educated enough that you can adapt as well as you can prosper in the midst of all these uncertainties that is brewing around the world. For doing this, we have to make some fundamental changes with our higher education. You know the state of our higher education at present, isn't it? There are so many things. We can go on and on. If we just sit down and if we start pointing out all these wrong things that are going on with our higher education institutions. Now, I would like to draw your attention to this particular word, I beg your pardon, called grants. Now, grants, right? University Grants Commission. That means this particular commission will provide you grants, or money will come from this institution. This has been one of the main role of this UGC. It is empowered to allocate grants. This is point A. And point B is, as far as this role is concerned, ensure standards in higher education. Now, the government of India has came out with this draft bill, and it is out there in public domain. You too can provide your suggestions to government about HECI. HECI stands for Higher Education Commission of India, and it is basically going to replace this UGC. So we have to evaluate what are the things that UGC used to do and what are the things that this draft bill is proposing. With HECI, the government is, or our country is trying to sort out all those problems as far as this poor quality of our higher education is concerned. We are trying to sort out all these poor quality issues. At the same time, we are also trying to promote autonomy for institutions as well as lifting or upgrading our academic standards. Now, UGC, right, it was introduced with a new hope at that point of time as well. The main aim was, as you can see here, to ensure good standards. But it has turned out to be a bureaucratic exercise in centralization. All these powers, because the money is coming from University Grants Commission, central body. The money is given by central government. So because of this thing, what is happening is that basically, this central government is holding this key, or this main power is with the central government as far as this universities are concerned. The other thing is HECI is been tasked with specifying learning outcomes. Second is laying down teaching and research standards. Third is evaluating yearly academic performance. And fourth one is promoting research. These are some of the tasks that are highlighted in this draft bill of HECI. As far as money giving responsibility or authority is concerned, the Union Human Resource Development Ministry will look after this grant giving function. So here I see a red flag here. That means even today, with introduction of HECI in future, we will find that political power will ensure how much institutions will get, isn't it? So this is a bit of a matter of concern. More discussions and brainstorming should be done on this money giving part of, or this authority of Human Resource Ministry, because if HECI is just going to provide you guidelines, and if it is just going to look after this regulatory thing, and if it is not going to be responsible with offering monetary and other incentives, then it will be reduced to a toothless or a paper tiger. The other thing is you have some stringent laws that we find in this HECI. The thing is, if you don't meet HECI standard, then your institution can be shut down. The other thing is, if your institutions are performing very badly, then individuals heading these institutions can be jailed as well. So this will, of course, promote fear, right? And fear is not good for creativity. It will basically hinder or constrain this growth of new ideas. The other thing is, foreign institutions, foreign educational institutions, big names like Harvard and Cambridge and other ones, they will be worried about, and they will definitely, right, think twice before entering or opening their branches in India if we are coming out with this sort of rules and regulation. The other thing is, if you don't allow autonomy, let the market and this competitive drive decide who is the best. If you fail, that's fine, you fail, right? If you are, if you are just there to get money from government, then of course we can come out with some the regulatory thing. But let them perform, let them have a platform where they can run as much as they like, and may the best person or the best institution win. So this is something that we need to focus on. The other thing is this UGC's Quality Assessment and Accreditation Body. The name is this NAC and AAC. And if you see the performance of NAC, it has been around us from last 20 years. But so far, if we see its performance, then till 2016, it has just analyzed or audited 40% of universities of our country and 20% of colleges. That means it is basically a bureaucratic organization, and it has failed as far as delivery of result is concerned. What we can do to keep a fine balance of regulation as well as making sure that enough incentives are provided to best performers, we can follow this path of USA. Now, when we say USA, remember that top world-class universities are located in USA. So there should be something with their rules and regulations that is promoting R&D and education. So what we can do is we can set up this independent agencies. It could be private agencies, right? They will look after this accreditation, and accreditation function can be given to this independent agency. We can have multiple agencies, and then you can have multiple agencies. They will have various methods and things like that. So we'll get a sort of holistic picture of which institution is performing at what standard and how good or bad institutions are. And of course we need to keep a fine balance as far as this incentives and regulations are concerned. If we do this thing, then we can fight or not only adapt, but we can make the most out of this changes, this rapid changes that are going on around us. With this, dear friends, I have some important news items for you guys. This one is from PIB, Ministry of Water Resource, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation. Now, today we are going to talk about this company called WPPCS. The full form is Water and Power Consultancy Services. It is a central public sector enterprise. It was established back in 1969, and 50th anniversary is going to be celebrated. Foundation Day will be celebrated, or in fact is being celebrated. And on this occasion, I would like to add some important, one of the reason why I'm discussing this WPPCS with you guys is that you could be asked a tricky question in your interview or personality test. They can use this terminology that all government sector enterprises are poor performers, right? If you become IAS, say for example, and if you join this sectors, how you will, or how civil servants can make changes and things like that. So you can politely disagree, or you can provide examples of this WPPCS. They are good performers. You can talk about ISRO, right? It is again a good performer. There are other companies as well. But if I take you through WPPCS, WPPCS is a techno-commercial organization. It works under the aegis of this ministry. And so far it has worked on 550 projects in areas of irrigation, water resources and agriculture. It is at present in working or functional in 45 countries ranging from Asia, Africa, Middle East and Pacific Islands. It is truly Indian multinational with footprints across the globe. You can see that it is promoting this Skill India and Make in India flagship programs, and it has worked on this Afghanistan-India or Afghan-India friendship dam as well. So this is one of the main reasons why I thought that this particular item is important for you guys. Now, Election Commission of India is going to organize a 2-day workshop from tomorrow, that is 3rd July in New Delhi, and it is basically about this national consultation on accessible elections, and the main focus is persons with disabilities. This is the main you can say special focus of Election Commission of India. You know that Lok Sabha elections are just around the corner. We are also going to see many state level elections as well, and one of the main theme of inclusions of PWDs has been given a special focus in ECI's strategic plan of 2016 to 2025. With this, dear friends, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare had a meeting under this name called Marine Fisheries Mariculture in India in Rameshwaram, that is in Tamil Nadu. Of course, you know that this village belongs, or APJ Kalam sir was from Rameshwaram. Now the thing is, you know, fisheries and fish, or this industry, is very important for our country. We have coastal states. Our coastline is somewhere around 7,500 kilometer plus. You have crores of people who are depending on this industry, fisheries. And back in 2017, we have launched, Government of India has launched this national policy on marine fisheries as well. And one of the main aim, of course, is development of marine fisheries sector in our country for the next 10 years. Now the thing is, under this national policy on marine fisheries, we are promoting, or the big umbrella is Blue Revolution, and under Blue Revolution, Mr. Minister has said that assistance for deep sea fishing has also been added. The problem is in our country is that most of our fishermen are traditional fishermen, right? So they don't have this engined boats. They use this traditional boats, or many times they use this trawlers. They can rent them. With the trawlers, the problem is that you know, somewhere around 200 meter nearby coastline, it destroys all this you know, ecosystem that you have. And the way things are going on, climate change and other things, we need to preserve and look after our ecosystem, isn't it? Flora and fauna, may it be marine flora and fauna. So deep sea fishing is something that is sustainable. It brings prosperity, right? Good money for fishermen as well. They can go for deep sea fishing, and of course the journey is going to take a bit of time, but when they come back they will have a good catch. But for that they would require this deep sea fishing vessels. Now under this national policy on marine fisheries, government is going to provide 50%, right? Financial assistance will be provided to traditional fishermen, and up to 40 lakh rupees will be provided to this traditional fishermen or their associations or organization or this self-help group. So with this we are promoting, not only looking after income of our fishermen, but at the same time we are also making sure that ecosystem is protected. At the same time, Minister has also said that we need to work on and we need to promote this open sea cage farming. Now if you are wondering what open sea cage farming is all about, then here on your screen you can see this picture. You have this floating tubes in a circle, and then you have this net here. You put some fish here, you provide them food and everything, and it will grow up in a natural environment. You can have this multiple cages right on the sea floor, and then you can visit this place and catch good fish, leave the tiny ones, and off you go, right? So this is a very eco-friendly way of dealing with or looking after fisheries or pisciculture. With this, dear friends, there is a topic that will take a big form in near future. It is associated with this nikah, halala and polygamy. Want to know more about it? The details are available here. I shared this picture in today's Hindu analysis as well. I thought it is very important for you guys to understand what nikah halala is all about, something that many Muslim women are not happy with. Then polygamy is again a thing, and under section 494 of IPC, a Muslim woman cannot file case against her husband if that particular person marries someone else whilst their marriage is on. So these are the two things, and Supreme Court has decided to consider this petition, and 5-judge constitutional bench is going to look after this particular case. In future, it can become a big thing. With this last and yet cheerful news is that indigenous fighter aircraft Tejas is formally commenced operations. Right, it has got satellite aided inertial navigation system, completely developed and designed by India by HAL, that is Hindustan Aeronautical Limited, and it has this capability of air-to-air missile, carry bombs, and it can also carry this precision guided ammunition. With this, dear friends, these are your answers. 2 questions for you today, and make sure you check out StudyIQ.com, and don't forget to share this lecture. It's very important, right, that you share this lecture, and if you think that you have learned something from today's discussion, then please don't forget to hit the like button and pass your answers and your valuable comments in the comment section of this video. Enjoy your day. God bless you all. Jai Hind.